Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, man. They revealed the reason why Mikey Garcia did not take on the great Regis Prograis. Let's talk about it. Also going to talk about Teofimo Lopez. So hold on. We're going to want to wait for that rant. So, it says, why Mikey and Regis didn't happen on Boxing News 24. Shout out to them. Don't forget, find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group. All the links in the description if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or you want to chop it up. But it says that Mikey Garcia isn't fighting Regis Prograis next because the money that the zone reportedly offered him was considerably less than what he got versus Jesse Vargas. So at the end of the day, everybody and their mama know that he got paid. Everybody and their mama know he got paid way too much money to fight Jesse Vargas. I believe he got like $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. That's way too much for a fighter that hasn't accomplished pretty much nothing in boxing. But, you know, unifying versus Robert Jr. and a couple WBO belts. I'm not trying to diminish what he did, right? He says Mikey's fighting next month on the zone versus French 140-pound contender Sandor Martin, 38-2 and 13 knockouts. His only notable win I know, or fight, is a loss to Anthony Gett. That's a low-risk fight for Mikey. We all know that. It says the reason why Mikey Regis is not fighting is because they were not going to pay the kind of money they wanted for the fight, said Keith Iddick to Boxing with Chris Minix. I hear the dogs. Come on, man. If it don't rain, I'll take y'all out. Go sit in your chair. But it says, sorry, y'all dogs. The pre-pandemic, the zone budget was very different than it is now, and rightfully so, because they were grossly overpaying just to get them to fight on the zone. Quote, Mikey made roughly $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas, which is far above market value. The purse for Regis Prograis and Mikey wasn't going to equate to $7 million. I think now, quote, I think now Mikey Garcia has an overinflated opinion of what the market is, market value is. All right, that's what he said. If he were going to fight Regis, which would be a difficult fight, he would want to be paid at least what he made to fight Jesse Vargas, even knowing the market has dramatically changed. All right, so fighters accustomed to being overpaid fights. Quote, if I was talking to a promoter recently about these fighters that are sitting on the shelf fight once a year, said Minix. Quote, these guys have been paid so much money for bad fights over the last few years. Continue, quote, when you make them an offer for a good fight, it is not commensurated. I don't know what the fuck that. Commensurated, sorry, what the hell I'm on to what they were making before. They just turned it down. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I got my. Told y'all this is the greatest shit on the planet Earth. Caramel apple cider with whipped cream. All right. Fighters going to have to decide whether this is what they want their careers to be once a year, or maybe, or take less money to focus on the big fights and earning your way up to those big paydays. Say, Minix, and you're right. He is right there, man. And fighting once a year, that's bad for you. People got this facade that it's good for you to fight once a year. It's not, because that means you sparring more, and you working on cutting the weight more. So once you spar more, you spar what, 50, 70, 80 rounds sometimes for a camp. That means your most injuries happen to sparring, or they start sparring, and that means you just got a higher possibility of getting injured. That's what people don't understand. You know, if you fight more, you in shape. You don't have to spar much because you actually fight on a regular basis. All right. And then we don't talk about Mikey need to fight better opposition and all that. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. It was on, man, because they set the bar high. I fight $7 million for Jesse Vargas. I make $7 versus Jesse Vargas. Why? Why would I fight anybody else? Why would I fight somebody else for less than $7 if y'all paying $7? I understand the market changed because of the pandemic, but the zone got one of the richest men that backed a Russian that stay in the UK. All right, you made a 147-pounder come down to fight me to give me $7 million. Why would I fight Regis Prograis for anything less? And this is a microcosm, and this is very representative of what Al Heyman has been doing. They inflate the market, and then when the big fights come The fighters want the minimum. The minimum is the maximum that they made. This is why we don't get big fights. This is why Sean getting $4 million. This is why. This is why he getting $4 million, bro. Because you overpaying him. Versus Formella, they say he made like 2 or 3. You overpaying him. Stop overpaying him. Jeez. Stop overpaying him. And then when he asked him to take a pay cut, they don't want to take a pay cut. This is why the market is inflated. This is why you ain't getting your fights. This is why they fight once a year. Because why would I fight? Why would I fight more than once a year? Right? And I'm making enough money for a year. If I'm making, they said PBC fighters making a minimum of 4, I think it was 3 or 4. They're making 4. Why fight that many times a year? Why fight for 1 or 2 or $1.5 million market value, or two times a year, 3 times a year, and I can make 4 in one fight? But they don't understand that's cutting their they lifespan's low. They career's low. In boxing, you gotta fight. It may seem like, all right, you fight less, you take less punishment, but it's more they go into there. Cutting weight is the biggest detriment to why these fighters talk like mush mouths nowadays. Cutting weight. And then you sparring more to stay sharp. Come on. You sparring more to stay sharp, so it's a different ball game. So that's what people don't understand about boxing. This is what they don't understand, is that you cannot fight. You cannot fight and have longevity without activity. You know, you can say, well, I got injuries, this, that, and the third. You gotta have activities, bro. If you ain't got activity, it's a wrap. But yeah, of course, you know, they inflated the market value. A lot of these fighters not gonna have a lifespan. Nobody gonna have 30, 40, 50 fights no more. That shit, they might not have 30. You got prospects doing that shit now. You got prospects doing it now. That's unfortunate, bro. Very unfortunate. But I don't blame them. You paid me 7, you probably not gonna show me 7. I'm not taking less. I'm not taking less than 7. Bar none. Period. Kiss my ass. And he right. You know? He right. He is super duper right, but that's just the game. But this is me. People's only gonna be bash Mikey and be like, oh, bash his own. But this is what Al Heyman and Eddie. This is what Al Heyman started. This is what Al Heyman started. This is what Al Heyman started. And that was the beginning of you not getting your fights. Al Heyman did that. And he gave them the money, and with the money, they got to control their careers. What Andre 3000 say in elevators? He said, I got stopped in the mall the other day, you know. He said, if I don't move my feet, I don't get a check. We like neck to neck. He right. Now these fighters can move their feet when they want to move their feet because they getting big checks. And Al Heyman probably getting them in financial advice. I know he was talking about when Earl about to sign with him. He's talking about IRAs and it's time for retirement. So it ain't just Al Heyman paying them a lot of money. They getting promotional fees. They also getting back end money, but also getting investment advice. You know, investments that's gonna make them money long after they retire. And if they take advantage of that investment, why would I gotta keep fighting? I'm sleeping in silk sheets and I'm making money at other places. Danny Garcia, he should start a financial firm or something for boxers and give them advice or advisory for them. Because Danny Garcia, they made a lot of money in boxing, well, outside of boxing. So like I said before, I'm not surprised. He made a lot of money. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that is what it is, bro. But that's what Al Heyman been doing. That's what Al Heyman brought to the game. That's what he brought to the game, bro. Overpaying people. And, you know, if I'm making let's use Mikey as an example. This is not the barometer. I'm making $7 million. And they ask me if I'm Spence to go fight Crawford and get a minimum of 5 or 3 and hope it do good on the back end. Of course, I'm gonna turn it down. And I could turn around and fight motherfucking Sean Porter and get the lion's share and make 7 fighting Sean Porter, pay him 1 or 2. He get the back end money. He make about 3 or 4. Of course I'm going to do that. Of course. That's common sense. That's common sense, man. But, you know, that's common sense. But let's move on. All right? So apparently it broke an hour ago that Triller U.S. pay-per-view for T.O. and George Kambosos October 4th, which is a Monday, I believe it is $49.99. So October 5th is a 4th is a Monday. They want us to pay $50 for a boxing pay-per-view on Monday. If I'm gonna spend $50, nigga, it's gonna be on some fucking Benihana's, it's gonna be on some J. Alexander's, some Ruth Chris dinner, or it's gonna be on 2/5 or something. It's gonna be on some Patron Anejo, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, it's gonna be on some Patron Anejo Respado. I'm not about to spend $50 on Monday while Monday Night Football going on. Why would I? Why would I? They crazy. Why would they put why would they put that fight on October 4th? October 4th. Why it's Monday Night Football going on. Halloween. You got Halloween movie specials running every fucking you got Halloween movie specials running every day next month. You got people going to the apple orchard, going on hay rides, going to scary fucking horror houses, and got fire sticks. Why would you do that? And the Raiders going against the Chargers that day. Why would you do that? Why would you put that fight on Monday for $50 up against Monday Night Football against one of my favorite months and the favorite times of the year, fall, during Halloween month? It makes no sense. Stupid. Stupid. Triller is got stupid. And maybe they're going to announce a versus. But that's the only reason that's going to attract somebody. But then again, so much stuff going on. I'm not even sure they're going to have a versus. I'm trying to look today and announce a new versus. So no. I don't know. So no, I don't even know they're gonna have verses back, and I'm not paying $50. They smoking crack. I wouldn't pay $10 for that fight. I wouldn't pay $10. I think they released the undercard. Let me see. I bet it's trash juice. If it ain't trash juice, man, I send all y'all $1. I know I seen an article about it. Here we go. I'll go down a little bit, so you guys go to Box Rec, man. I'm starting not to like T.O. more and more. The zone is a bad idea. I mean, Triller's a bad idea. So, hold on. So they got Harley Menderosa, who 1-0. Frederick Hulan, 12-0. Joseph Ward 4-1, all TBAs. Will Madrada versus somebody I never heard of. Jose Ramon Caesar versus Cesar Frances. Petro Anea versus Daniel Gonzalez. Trash. Lou DeBella is the promoter. He need his ass whooped. He need his ass whooped. Me paying $50 like that, I'd rather pay for some pussy, and I don't even pay for pussy. Not alright. They joking, bro. It's a $50 on a Monday. Boy, would you stop smoking crack? I may not even watch that shit, bro. I may not even watch that shit, man. Talking about $50. Talking about $50. Boy, I wouldn't pop my collar for that fight. Triller smoking crack with that undercard, man. You think Teofimo Lopez a pay-per-view fighter, man? You probably think Mars is blue. But that's boxing for you. Let me know what you guys think about it, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to donate. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Links for the donate, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Other than that, check out the Boxing News playlist. One time for the one time piece.